Hi, welcome to today's module. Our second module in our You Got Perfect class is granola preparation. What do you know about granola? Granola is an healthy food. Yes, it's usually taken for breakfast, and we're going to be preparing our own granola so we can actually use it for our fruit parfait. So what are the ingredients you need for this granola? This is the first thing is oats. You need oats. Then you need coconut. Well, coconut is optional, but I always recommend it. Nuts of any kind, but I'm going to be using just almond nuts for this. And this is cinnamon. This is melted margarine. So I am substituting my melted margarine for oil because I prefer to use melted margarine. You can use coconut oil, olive oil, any nice oil that you have in making your granola. And we have raisins. This is also part of, should I say, a beautification for your granola. It's not compulsory, but I'm going to use it in today's one. So the first thing we need to do is to measure the needed ingredients in an empty bowl. So I'm going to be measuring, starting from my oats. I'm going to be measuring 1 cup. So I'm going to be using 1/4. Then I'll measure it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I already measured 1 cup of my oats, and I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of coconut. Yes, I make it full. And I also had 1/4 cup of my nuts. You can reduce it if you feel it's too much, but I prefer it like this. Then I'm going to be adding 1/, this is half, this is 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon leveled. So if you're going to be using oil for your granola, you have to put a little bit of salt, like 3/4 or just a pinch. But my margarine already has oil in it, so I'm not going to be using that. So the first thing I'm going to do is to stir this oats and the nuts. I'm going to stir it evenly and make sure that it's well coated. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil or melted margarine into this mixture. I coat it. And I also had 1/8 cup of my golden syrup. So you can actually use honey in place of golden syrup. And if you don't have any honey, you can use maple syrup, but I use golden syrup for my granola. So this is 1/8. Then I make sure that I stir. Immediately I'm pouring it into stir it so that at least it's well coated. And I can add 1 teaspoon. This is half teaspoon, so I'm going to be adding 2. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Evenly now. And the next thing I'm going to do is to transfer this into my pan. This is my baking pan, so I'll transfer this into the baking pan. And I make sure it's even so that it bakes evenly or you get toasted evenly. So the advantage of making granola yourself than going for the store sold ones is its crunchiness. Like if you want to have a proper crunchy granola, I would advise you make it yourself. So I'm trying to beat it so that it gets leveled. So I'm going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes. Though I'm going to be checking it constantly in the oven till it gets brown. So once it gets brown to the color that I want, I'm going to be adding my raisins. Because if I add raisins now, it's going to get burned and it's going to be bitter. So I'm going to be adding my raisins after. You can add as many things as you want to or you wish to. You can put dry nuts, dry fruits in your raisins. It makes your granola awesome. So we'll just take it to the oven for 20 minutes. So see you after 20 minutes. Our granola is now ready. Like, just look at how golden brown it is. Like, let me transfer it here. So after baking it for like 20 to 25 minutes or less than that, because I was just checking for the golden brown effect on my granola, I allowed it cool down for about 10 to 20 minutes. So this granola you're actually seeing now is cooled. Like, I already allow it cool. So another thing you can do, if you don't want your coconut, because this is the coconut flakes we added, this is the coconut flakes, like it's already brown. So if you don't want it to actually go this brown, you can add it halfway to your baking granola. Then I'm just going to add my raisins now. And some of those dry fruits, you can actually add it at this point. So I'm just going to add my raisins to this now. Can you see how it's looking? It looks really nice, right? Okay, so this is going to be the end of our granola class, and I'll see you in the next module, which is the fruit parfait. So see you.